Hey guys, I'm Jacob, and in this video I'm going to show you a Feldenkrais exercise that can help you to reduce shoulder pain. This lesson is a free preview of my Feldenkrais online course, so if you are suffering from shoulder pain in general, then you should definitely check out the course. The link is in the description below. With that being said, let's get straight into the lesson. Please get yourself a blanket or a mat and find some space on the floor where you can lie down comfortably. And of course, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell so you won't miss any future free Feldenkrais content on this channel. Enjoy the lesson.
Please lie down on your back. Rest with long arms and legs. And sense your two shoulders. Sense the contact that your left shoulder is making with the floor. And sense the contact that your right shoulder is making. Is one shoulder pointing more towards the ceiling than the other one? This difference might be quite small or quite obvious to you. And also sense, does one shoulder have, let's say, a bigger contact surface with the floor? Is one shoulder flatter on the floor than the other one? Now lift your left arm towards the ceiling. So your straight left arm is perpendicular to the floor. The shoulder is still touching the floor. And gently curl your fingers in to make a soft fist. And now start to rotate the left arm around its own axis. Keep the arm straight while doing the movement. So don't bend the elbow while rotating. And make sure your whole arm is turning. So sense the movement in your lower arm, in your upper arm, and also in your shoulder. You can actually think of your shoulder leading this turning movement. And sense how your shoulder is changing the contact with the floor while your arm is rotating in this way. Breathe freely while doing the movement and allow your face to be soft. And now bring your arm down again. Take a short rest with your long arm on the floor. And now lift again the left arm towards the ceiling. So the arm is perpendicular to the floor. Curl your fingers in to make a gentle fist. And now just lift your shoulder away from the floor, the left shoulder, and bring it back down into the floor again. Keep your arm straight so you don't move the elbow. You let your arm be straight, and obviously the arm comes closer to the ceiling as you lift your shoulder. So you lift your shoulder, the arm comes closer to the ceiling, and then you place the shoulder back down onto the floor again. And now start to press your shoulder towards the floor. It doesn't have to be a lot of pressure. Just make a tiny amount of pressure against the floor and release this pressure. And the arm stays straight, all the while perpendicular to the floor. And the wrist is pointing towards the ceiling. So you press the shoulder against the floor and release this pressure again. And now combine both movements. So once you lift the arm towards the ceiling, the shoulder lifts away from the floor, then you lower the shoulder to the ground again, and then you gently press it into the ground and then release this pressure. So repeat this movement a few times. Make sure you're breathing freely while doing it. Make sure your arm stays straight and your elbow doesn't bend. And sense how your shoulder is changing contact with the floor as you lift the shoulder and as you press the shoulder onto the ground. And then please take another break again. Bring your arm back onto the floor and take a short rest. And by the way, if it feels more comfortable for you, then you can always bring your legs to stand during this lesson. So you can either rest with long legs or with standing legs, whatever is more comfortable, it doesn't matter. Slowly bring your left arm so it's pointing towards the ceiling again. The arm is perpendicular to the floor, straight left arm. And now let's combine all the movements we've done so far. So first of all, just start by rotating your arm around its own axis again to get familiar with this movement once more. So the arm stays straight, you don't bend the elbow, you just rotate the arm around its own axis. And so you will notice that when you rotate the arm in one direction, the back of your hand will sort of look towards your face. And when you turn your arm in the other direction, it will be the palm of your hand that is oriented towards your face. And the next time you rotate your arm in such a way that the back of your hand is oriented towards your head, then please lift your shoulder away from the floor. So you rotate the arm, the back of the hand is oriented towards your head, and then you lift the shoulder away from the floor and the arm comes closer to the ceiling. And then you bring the shoulder back down onto the floor and rotate your arm in the other direction. And repeat this movement a few times. So you rotate your arm in such a way that the back of your hand is pointing towards your face, and then at the same time lift your shoulder away from the ground. Keep breathing while doing this movement and allow your face to be soft. And now the next time when you rotate your arm in such a way that the palm is facing your head, then press the shoulder gently down into the ground. And then release the whole thing, release the pressure, rotate your arm the other way and lift the shoulder. And combine both of these movements. So you rotate your arm in one direction, the back of your hand is pointing towards your face, and you lift the shoulder, you lengthen the whole arm. And then you rotate the arm in the other direction and you gently press the shoulder down into the ground. So keep doing both movements. Allow your face to be soft, allow your breath to be free while doing these movements. Allow your ribs to be soft so they can support the movement. So if your ribs are tight, it's a lot more difficult to move the shoulder and the arm. Allow your ribs to get soft as you breathe out, and this will help you while doing this movement. And then please take another break. Bring your arm back onto the floor again. And now just sense your two shoulders. Sense the contact that your left shoulder is making with the floor and compare it to the right shoulder. Did anything change? Is your left shoulder flatter on the floor than before? Now slowly bring both of your legs to standing and then let your knees sink to one side. Roll over to that side to come to sitting and then come to standing. And once you're standing, let your arms hang and sense your shoulders again. Is one shoulder pointing more towards the ceiling than the other one? And how long does your neck feel? How long does your neck feel on the left side compared to the right side? Please take a few steps, walk around in your room, and notice how your arms are swinging. Does the left arm swing differently than the right arm after the movements we've done? You might be able to feel big differences, or you might not be able to feel anything at all, and that's fine. As you practice the Feldenkrais method more often, you will start to notice these changes easier. If you want to, you can repeat the whole lesson again and do the movements with the right arm now. Or you can just stay with these new sensations that you just have. Thank you.